Good day to everybody and welcome to another episode of Muzz and the Chefs. How the hell did we end up here? Episode 7? 7, and we're having a go at some video this afternoon as well.
So, strap in, strap on.
Someone suggested
7 hours.
They wanted to look at our ugly mugs, so we're going to try it. We'll see how...
Oh, I don't know
we'll
why.
look at it at the end and we'll see.
Yeah.
Let's see if we're going to use it or not.
If not, you'll miss all Murray's
The double
beautiful air
chins.
quotes. I don't know. You got the t-shirt out? Got the t-shirt out? Yeah, okay.
Sucking the guts, guys, with the Ghostbusters.
Right.
Yeah, so...
Fact check is
yes, oh, yeah. So, I guess before we start, ladies and gentlemen, again, please, if you could subscribe to the channel, give us a like, give us a comment there, and click the little notification bell down there towards the right-hand side of the screen. And first agenda of every week, my phone's over there, so I'm going to have to go and get it.
Murray's fact check.
Fact checked.
The most. Well, the one thing I remember was Lance Armstrong was the junkie on the bicycle.
Oh, yes, Lance Armstrong. So, of course, last week we did sport.
Which you loved, and I've heard nothing but bad things about it. And gone, look how many views that one got. That's a shit thing to do.
That was pretty shit. All right, so a couple of fact checks. The underarm bowling incident occurred in 1981 in a game against New Zealand. Nearly said New Zealand.
Who bowled it? Was it Australia bowling or?
It was the One Day International Cricket match and the Benson and Hedges World Series Cup at the Melbourne Cricket Ground.
Can't
and
say that
it
anymore.
was
Cigarette sponsorship.
Yeah. So to ensure that New Zealand did not get the runs they needed, the Australian captain Greg Chappell instructed his bowler and younger brother Trevor Chappell
Spit it out.
to deliver the last ball to Brian McKenzie, underarm along the ground. This action was legal at the time, but nevertheless was seen as being against the spirit of cricket fair play.
So it was the Australians did it.
The Australians did.
Yeah.
Australians
Win at any
did.
cost, yeah.
Yeah.
Even outside the...
And Kim
Gentlemen.
Hughes, for some reason I thought Kim Hughes was involved, but it wasn't Kim Hughes.
Wasn't
at
he
all.
the one that cried? Didn't he cry?
He might have
He
cried.
lost the Ashes and cried.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. There you go. So that's that one from last week. And we did have a couple of others there. Nothing too exciting this week because it was... Oh, yes.
Sport.
This
'Cause
was
it was
the...
sport.
This was the... Because it was a sport. This was the kids, the boys team that beat
Oh,
the women's team.
Jets.
So who it was the Australian soccer team, women's soccer team,
Yeah.
the Matildas.
Yeah.
And they were beaten by the under 15s Newcastle Jets 7-0. Is that a good score?
That. It depends on what side of the equation you're on.
It's a good
If you're
side
the one
for
that
a
has
winner.
7, it's a very good score.
And the third one, oh yes, this is one I didn't want to talk about before the show because you were absolutely awfully wrong with this one in terms of the obesity levels in the world. Australia is nowhere near the top.
It was number 2.
America is nowhere near the top. So in terms of BMI, body mass index, Nauru is the highest, and
That's
Tonga
'cause
is the second.
Nauru's coming down quickly because you keep the refugees there and they're getting skinnier and skinnier.
So their BMI is 32.5, the Tongans are 31.9, and Samoa is 31.7 BMI.
I don't care.
But you were saying that Australians are the fattest.
Have you
and we
not
weren't.
seen?
That's
Have you
not
not
true.
had a walk
Okay.
around the block? Obviously you haven't because nobody else
I'm talking
is
about
getting fatter.
factsy, not the ideas in your fantasies in your head. Okay, so in terms of percentages, the obesity rate, the highest is American Samoa. Australia is way down the bottom here. New Zealand are fatter than us. Australia is 29%. New Zealand is 30, only just West Region,
wow,
30.80%.
1%.
30.8%.
Come on, nobody cares. Let's move on with our lives.
Yeah, so the biggest one there was, and America, the United States, was 36.20.
Okay.
So, yeah, so a bit of fact checking from last week. I just wanted to prove you wrong on that one. That Australians aren't the fattest in the world.
I don't know.
Yes, we are
Working on
becoming
it.
a more sedentary,
More round like.
donut shaped without the hole.
Let's leave that one alone.
So, anyway, so this week I've got two topics in mind that I wanted to bring up, and both of them are going to... Are you doing the tops?
No, I want to have a look. I want to make sure this it's not a two-headed coin or something.
In the spirit of
I'll
the
give it back to you.
sporting episode from last week. Well, yeah, good catch. We're going to do you can do the coin toss.
No. You can do it.
All right, so I've got two in mind. I can't decide which one it is going to be this week, so I'm going to do the coin toss. Coin toss?
Just get on with it.
Coin toss. And I'm going to let it land on the floor. So
You can land on the floor. That's going to be...
Or on the desk for that matter. All right, so the topic this week is Celebrity chefs.
Oh, fuck. Jesus.
And I won't tell you what the other one's going to be because that's going to be mine week after next.
Celebrity chefs.
Celebrity chefs.
How many celebrity chefs do you know besides me?
Besides the most famous Gavin Foreman. None.
None.
No.
You don't know the names or anybody?
Oh, I like you're talking that guy that swears a lot.
See?
What's his name?
Gordon Ramsay.
Gordon Ramsay and no, throw a few at me. I don't.
Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah.
Anthony Bourdain.
Who's the British one?
The British one, Rick Stein.
No, there's another one I'm thinking of.
Jamie Oliver. Hold on, I just choked on that.
And who's the Australian guy who's on the Woolworths ads?
Curtis Stone.
Is that him, is it?
Oh, he's on the Coles ads.
Coles.
Yeah.
There's one in Australia that I don't mind. I don't know. Again, I don't know a lot about this topic, but I knew you'd give you the wind-up. So
Absolutely it did. So, yes, it did.
So what do you think of celebrity chefism?
Bollocks is what I think of it.
But you'd love to be one.
No,
You
I wouldn't.
would love to
I would
be
take the
one.
money any day of the week.
Yeah. Do they get that much money?
Well, George Colin Byers is paying back $8 million, and he seems to have it. And he's the Australian master chef. No, that's not even a show. Wow. All right. Colin Byers owes back workers. He stole $7.8 million from them. Has to repay it and got a fine of $200,000. And he's still on primetime TV. He needs to be cut. The other guy, Gary Meehan, not a bad guy.
BBC or something?
No, this is on Channel 10, I think.
Oh, all right, in Australia. Okay,
Yeah,
right.
this is MasterChef Australia. You asked this and you've got no idea what we're talking about.
No idea.
So you've got George Colin Byers.
The other topic I was going to bring up, I'm way more knowledgeable about
Okay.
than this one. So I thought this one would give you the wind-up. That's
Yeah, you fucking succeeded. Matt Preston, who's not a chef, who's a writer,
Right.
and Gary Meehan, both of whom are English, host Australian MasterChef, and I don't know why it's called MasterChef. None of them are actually chefs. It should be called you never
Master
see
Cook.
Master Apprentice, and then they'd go on this show for 10 weeks, 11 weeks, 12 weeks, whatever. It gives me Tourette's. I can't watch it. I have to leave the room. They go, right, you've got 75 minutes to give me one dish, and you've got a fucking cheer squat. Fuck off.
So this would be the equivalent for me of shows like, The Voice and...
Oh, I love The Voice.
Oh, you like that, do you?
Yeah, I love The Voice.
Yeah, those type of shows. And so and don't get me wrong, I don't dislike the people... what's my drink over here? I don't necessarily dislike the people that go on it. I think that they're the kids that go on it want to be famous, and they kind of want to do it for, I guess, the right reasons. But I just think they get screwed.
Do you want fame or do you want money?
Money.
Money. Well, there you've
A little
answered
bit
your
of
own
both,
question.
but probably money.
Well, they go, what about... I
I think fame would be hard to tolerate.
I saw this thing on the Book of Faces this morning, and it was a comedian going, I want to be the drummer in Coldplay. Because they split their money equally.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, completely equal. And nobody knows who he is. He can walk anywhere and go anywhere. Complete anonymity.
Yeah. Oh, good.
And he's still...
That's good, I think.
Yeah, that's the perfect job. And he goes, when somebody asks
Well,
him,
one
why...
better thing that could be being like a writer for a band, like, or for an artist.
An artiste.
Artiste.
Well, see, if you look at...
An artiste.
Oh, 10 minutes in, we've already started. Celebrity chefs, yeah, I think the day...
When did this begin?
About 10 years ago.
10 years ago?
Yeah, I reckon, because up
Was
until
it
then...
part of the reality TV thing?
Yeah, there was a guy called Keith Floyd in the 70s and 80s, and he was my absolute hero. He was brilliant.
Who did we have in Australia when I was a kid? You
would have had
people
Maggie
like,
Beer.
We had people like Peter Russell Clark and... I can't think
Well,
of
there was a
other
guy on SBS who used to do the little bits in between ads, and he was brilliant. He was always hammered. So today we're going to make toast. We're going to make toast. You'll need bread and wine.
He's the one who did the pasta and sauce ads? Is that the guy? Yeah.
But then you've got Huey.
Huey.
You had Huey. Ian Hewitson. Used to be on one of the mainstream TV channels. I can't remember which one. Braces, Dickie Bow.
Yeah.
He was probably Australia's first.
Yeah.
Probably there. You got Maggie
But they
Beer.
were more like... They'd have a segment on a show, right? They didn't. They weren't like.
They weren't rock stars.
But this probably became popular with the reality TV stuff.
Yeah.
Would that be correct?
Well, Gordon Ramsay, he kicked it off. He was probably the first to kick off the scale of it. Right. Before that, Keith Floyd was doing it in the 70s and 80s, traveling around, cooking on the side of the road, going to vineyards, cooking on boats, all that sort of stuff, and he was absolutely brilliant. And I even remember the cameraman's name was Clive because he'd got a big fat close-up
yeah,
Clive.
yeah.
Not me, the food.
Yeah, I remember. Because
It's always slurping wine, and it was always frog
Christ
wine.
remembered.
Yeah, frog wine with extra butter, and it was all good shit.
Yeah, right.
Now you've got good chef, bad chef, where they try to cook the same thing, and one's allowed
Good
to use...
chef, bad chef.
Yeah, it's an Australian one. I can hate it. Not as much as MasterChef. MasterChef is... You never see a show called Apprentice Dentist.
True.
Would you go...
Well, you don't get an apprenticeship if you're a dentist.
It's the same.
You don't see apprentice carpenter.
No.
Apprentice plumber.
No. Master plumber apprentice. You don't see that
Going to
shit.
dig a heap of shit out of a pipe that's been blocked for 30 years.
Yeah.
So that's how you can do it the quickest.
You make sure your arse is hanging out and stick your hand down that pipe. So there was like Anthony Bourdain was probably one of my favourites, and he killed himself last year.
Oh.
So about 13 months ago.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
And there was 4 of them went last year. 4 Australian, you probably wouldn't know them. There was a guy called Darren Simpson, Jeremy Strode, Anthony Bourdain, and there was a guy in America. I can't remember the name of the restaurant, but he had 3 Michelin stars.
What was that?
The Michelin star is like as high as you can get.
Okay.
He had a grade 7 laser in the kitchen. So he used to line up oranges and then glasses over the oranges, and they'd all put on their goggles, and he'd hit the oranges with the laser, and the vapor would go up and get caught in the glasses. So when they poured water into the glasses, it would taste like orange.
Wow. That's
So
cool.
yeah, there is, and he was giving stuff to the homeless as well. He was I can't remember the charity or whatever he was involved in, but he necked himself because of the pressure. And that's what Darren Simpson was a celebrity chef. He was on Ready Steady Cook here and Boys Weekend with all these type of things. And it never came out that it was suicide. They said he came to an end with his problem with alcohol, which is a big thing in the industry.
And drugs.
Yeah, it is.
From what I can work out.
Yeah, it's huge.
Like, having known yourself for however many years that's been, 5, 6 years.
Yeah.
And, and meeting other chefs through you and through Josh and
Yeah.
and people like that. And you really do. There's a personality type, isn't there?
Yeah, absolutely there is. You've got to be a little obsessive compulsive. You have to be.
But okay, that other side. I mean, yeah, in terms of your work and stuff like that. But what do you? I know we're getting this off the celebrity thing here for a moment. But what in terms of like I've spoken to a lot of chefs at gigs and stuff as well, and a lot of them are very highly strung like yourself, and drug and alcohol abuse and things like that.
Drug, alcohol abuse, gambling creeped into it. Yeah, since they put all the poker machines in a lot of the pubs and stuff, because the personalities. I don't know what it is.
Should I dare I say it, but you've been and done that.
I've been there, done that. I've got the T-shirt for most of those things. I do. I'm honest about it.
I'm going to be one of the most straightest musicians ever, I reckon. But I had my time as well.
Yeah. But I was lucky enough to come out the other side of that, and it not completely ruined my life.
Well, we've got ciders in our hands.
But see, it's gentle. It's gentle. It's slow releasing. But the hours, especially when you're an apprentice and when you're younger, the hours you're putting in and the rigors you're putting your body through, it's just ridiculous. And drugs is an easy way out, and it's an escape.
So do you?
Ask anything you like.
Okay, I'll ask away. Okay, what would be not necessarily yours, but as a collective? I know we've got not the celebrity thing in for a moment, but I think this is interesting though.
Yeah.
Having a son as a chef who used to be under you, and and things like that.
Not literally.
Not literally. And when you're beating him.
Only when I picked him up that night when he was drunk out the back.
Oh yeah, the gutter.
Yeah.
But what would be the drug of choice of a chef? Do you think?
It's mostly amphetamine based.
Is that to keep you going?
Yeah, it's keep you up.
Yeah. Is that at work while you're working?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it is. Okay. And a lot of them do a bit of both because afterwards they'll smoke.
Down.
Yeah, they'll
come down.
Become stoners.
And that's not a good combination.
I'll always
an
hire
upper and a downer.
I know. I'll always hire an amphetamine-based chef over a stoner because the stoners.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Don't work as fast. But you're under pressure, and because the margins are so tight, so they cut staff, so you've got to produce the same amount of food with one less person.
Yeah.
And so you're demanding more from these people.
Yeah.
And it's rife. The industry's really rife. I could name. I'm not going to name restaurants, but there was one restaurant where I worked in, and the guy would pull out the front, and the head chef would put up like how many fingers, and that was how many bags would have come in. He'd collect the money, and then the guy would come in and hand out the bags.
Wow.
So everybody got their drugs for the weekend.
Yeah, wow.
And this was in plain sight.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's
I think with musicians is a bit more insidious. I think they do it a little bit more. It's a lot more, do it before you get to the gigs, sort of thing. So I could never play if I was off me dial. Like,
how do you know? Have you tried?
yes.
All right,
time
well, there
ago.
you go.
Yeah, you get. Oh, well, it depends what you took, but I didn't really get into anything too hard. But no, like if it was marijuana, like I'd just get lost.
Yeah,
you just
you turn into a jazz musician.
Sort of 12-bar blues, and I've gone, where do I go next?
No, it's mostly speed, and then the insipid ice crept in.
Yeah, nice. I was talking about ice with someone the other day.
Cocaine never got there because the apprentices can't afford cocaine. But yeah, it was mostly speed. Back in my day, it was mostly speed.
Yeah.
But the ice haul today was the funniest thing I've heard of. Did you hear about this? A van with $200 million worth of ice in it. Do you know how they call it? He accidentally ran into a stationary police car.
I'm talking about bad luck.
Brilliant.
Murphy's Law. Oh,
So yeah,
God.
he's carrying $200 million worth of ice, and he runs into a parked police car. Someone's getting shot.
That's a bit of synchronicity there.
Yeah, but no, the drug thing.
Way.
Most chefs will have a dependency on something, whether it be sex, drugs, rock and roll,
all of the above.
Yeah, bits and pieces of everything. Chasing waitresses, that happened a lot.
Yeah.
And then you get to an age where you go, fuck, what if I catch one? What the fuck am I going to do with her then? So, no, I don't know if it has changed a little bit now with the next generation. Yeah, because the millennials are all health conscious.
Think so?
Yeah, I remember growing up, and we'd start at 9 o'clock in the morning, we'd break at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. We'd go to the pub. You'd get 3 pints into you between 3 and 5. You'd go back to work, and you'd work from 5 to about 10 o'clock. And this was on a 6-day rotating roster. And yeah, that's how you lived. You had breakfast and dinner at the restaurant. Lunch was a couple of pints at the pub, and repeat. And you see them burn out. Like, we have a huge burnout rate. It's
I know
85% or something.
I know when Josh, the dropout rate at TAFE was ridiculous.
Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah.
But the celebrity chef, things like MasterChef, don't help it. They don't help the cause at all.
Don't think they portray an unrealistic side of it?
Especially, I know I'm singling out MasterChef because it's shit. But
I'm so glad I brought this up.
It does. It glorifies.
Look in your eyes is perfect.
It glorifies, stuff that doesn't need to be glorified. Like, if you're an apprentice, like if you walk in the door as a first-year apprentice, you're spending most of your first year washing dishes.
Yeah.
You're washing
dishes.
dishes.
Like a hairdresser sweeping up hair for the first.
You might peel a few carrots, chop a few onions. You get a couple of knife skills, but half your time is doing
the dish pig.
Yeah, you're doing the dish pig, or you're sweeping the floor, or depending on the size of the venue, or whatever it is. And the big hotels is a much more military type feel to it. There's
a lot regimented, you mean?
Yeah, and they've got like kitchen
organised.
porters and the big organisations. But if you go straight into them, that's where your brain goes, and you can't do anything else.
Yeah, right. Okay, that's
so
interesting.
yeah, it's and it's like the guys on the ships.
Oh, that'd suck.
Yeah, but their quarters are nowhere near as nice as the ones with all the people walking around.
No, I bet they're not.
So, but as MasterChef, right? Okay, so
could you explain to me because I haven't watched this show before. So explain to me how MasterChef works.
All right. So they all cook their signature dish.
Okay.
Which is something you develop after.
So is this just an up and coming chef? Say.
No. They can be anybody.
Okay. Anybody?
Yeah.
Not even a qualified chef?
No, none of them are qualified.
Oh.
You can't go on if you're qualified.
Why's it called Master Chef then?
Can welcome aboard.
I've never watched it, so I don't know.
No. You can't be in the trade at all.
That's what you get.
You get people from working in the tax office, people who are digging holes, people who are builders.
You get Beryl from the fucking tuck shop at the school up the road here.
Absolutely. You get Nonna who likes cooking for her family at home. That's who goes on MasterChef.
Yeah, wow.
And then at the end, they get a book deal, 3-book deal, $250,000, and they're a celebrity chef. Without doing any of the apprenticeship. Did you not know this?
No, I've never watched the show.
Yeah, that's what.
But they're not chefs.
No, they're not.
That's mental.
Yeah, we see, and it doesn't help that they bring on some of their guests are really good, and they do these challenges. And it's like, right, we're going to make this dessert, and it's 12 pages long. This thing, and they give them like an hour and a half, or sometimes it's 3 hours to do. They did the Snow Dome, who was the snow Globe Dome, which was one of Peter Gilmore's at a key in Sydney. And it looks spectacular. But they're giving these people 3 hours to do this thing. And like, sometimes I look at it and go, I just go, fuck that. I'm not doing that. But they're in it for a reason. They're there for a reason. They all go, I just want to chase my passion. They can be having a job making $100,000 a year, and they want to be a chef. And I'm going, okay, you want to be a chef? Go and be an apprentice. Go to somebody's kitchen. Go and do the hard yards.
Yeah.
But they don't have to. They go on these shows.
So this is the same issue I have with shows like The Voice and, you know, what does that start with? That stuff with Idol and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, American Idol.
Yeah.
The best thing on those were the judges. Yeah.
Well, I've never watched those either. But it's probably the same thing. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying these kids, not only kids, but these people aren't talented. But it's just not. It's not like, so I come from a band background.
Yep.
You know, so I started a band with my brother and two mates. You know, and you start in a garage or in a community hall or something, and you just jam, and you'll get better, and you get better, and you get better, and you sort of come up that way.
Well, this is a crash course in it. This is just like...
Yeah. And then you see shows like that when the singer is just that's all it is. It's about the singer. It's not about not a band. It's like and bands are big.
Is there a band show? Is there a celebrity band show? Oh, you've got The Voice and you've got Idol, but there's no three pieces or
exactly. There's no, and that's what I mean. It's just about that one person now, where it's not about a group that have gotten together and played music together and written songs together and.
It's like MasterChef, and they go, they always start with their signature dish. That's how they get voted on or off. So you get onto the show, I think there's like 20 people start. And I'm going, signature dish. Like, it takes chefs years to develop a signature dish. And it's just, it frustrates the fuck out of me. But it's not about cooking. These shows are not about cooking.
Of course, it's like shows like Idol. It's not about cooking. Yeah. It's about making money off the other one, advertising and people SMSing in and shit like that.
My Kitchen Rules, right? So they put all these people together, and it's picked by psychologists, knowing that these people are going to rub each other the wrong way,
really?
And they're going to get fireworks, and that's why the shows, and then it becomes about the bitchiness between these people and that people, and these people don't want to talk anymore, and these people are just brilliant.
Isn't that the nature of reality TV? So it's just like that anyway, isn't it?
The food is
secondary.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. And MasterChef, like some of them, I could name probably one winner, and it was a woman called Poe. Actually, Poe. Yeah, Central Coast. I think Julie was on the Central Coast. I can't remember. Anyway, they all get a book deal, and they all get. I think it's the winner gets $250,000. Like 250,000. I'm going, a head chef in one of the big hotels would take at least 2.5 years to make that money. And he's done 20 years of hard work to get there. Yeah, to actually get there. And you've got some of them, and there was like some of them are just more flamboyant than is absolutely necessary.
Yeah.
Was a guy called Kingsley.
Well, I'll relate it also to the, because I'm into the paranormal stuff. The ghost hunting type shows with people like fucking Zach Bagans and that. And yeah, that show is so bad. And it's just all about him and his demons in his new house that he's trying to, What was the psychic from Liverpool that used to be on with Yvette Fielding? And he always got possessed. Yeah, what was his name?
I can see him. He has a real Scouse accent. He was a Liverpool guy.
What's that? He says there's a murder.
Yeah.
He says there's murder here.
Yeah.
Derek Okora.
That's it.
Yeah.
You watched that
terrible
show?
Murder.
I've watched a few episodes of that show.
Yeah.
And I love the history part of it.
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing. I love the history
part of it. Yvette Fielding's husband normally knows all the history and does all that part of it. It's brilliant. And then they bring in this fuckwit. And it loses all credibility. It loses credibility. But the celebrity chef thing, and as I said, Keith Floyd was brilliant. But I think he'd be rolling in his grave if he'd seen where we got to. Like from where he started he went to Vietnam and cooked in a prison. Yeah, right. Just to show what you could do. And he went to all these places and showed what their ingredients were. He wasn't out there trying to stack soup. You know what I mean? He wasn't trying to make it fucking something it wasn't. And now like you got Miguel. Let me take my shirt off, Miguel. Like his shirt's always half open, and there's always about 3 girls draped around him, and it's like, oh, the Chile, I'm Spanish, and now I'm Mexican, and it's just bollocks. You know, you get fucking lost in it.
But
Or is that Manu?
well,
I can't
obviously,
remember.
this is where it becomes from being, serving quality food to entertainment.
Yeah, but you see, if you take those persons, if I was to take the winner of any MasterChef and put them in my kitchen for 2 weeks, it's not going to last.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen because I'm going, all right, you finished. I need you back here in 8 hours. And they're going, what do you mean? I said, well, we've got to do this tomorrow. Well, we did it today. I said, yeah, but we've got to do it tomorrow, and we've got to repeat and repeat and repeat and repeat. It's not a glamorous job.
No.
It's portrayed. These people are portraying it
Yeah.
as glamorous, and it's just
Well,
not.
from what I've seen, it doesn't look very glamorous.
You know, you've seen me at work.
Yeah.
It's not glamorous. And I actually like. Well, there is one guy I like. Gordon Ramsay's mentor. What was his name? I can't remember. It'll come to me. And they say you made Gordon Ramsay cry, and he went, "I didn't make Gordon Ramsay cry." He said Gordon chose to cry.
Chose.
Yeah, he made him cry.
Well, that's true.
I can't remember his name.
So again, I haven't really watched any of that. So Gordon Ramsay's appeal seems to me to be just the abuse.
Yeah,
the
but
swears and
he's not just food anymore. There's hotel nightmares where he comes in and tells them what's wrong with their hotel, and oh my! Have you not seen this show?
Oh, I've never watched it.
Oh, so he's got hotel nightmares.
I just see the
something like
memes
that.
on Facebook.
Yeah. And some of the memes are great.
Yeah, his memes are good.
There's so much oil on that plate, America's going to invade us.
That's right.
There's more oil on that than Popeye's dick.
Olive oil. More
Olive
olive
oil.
oil.
There's so much salt and pepper on that, it's singing, push it. But he does this hotel one now where he goes in. The first thing he does is strip the bed, turn and does the blue light.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Kitchen hotel nightmares or something like that. It's called.
So he's branched out.
Yeah. But he also there's another show on cocaine.
On cocaine?
Yeah, in South Africa. Not actually taking it, but all about the subject matter.
Right.
So he's just bigger than food.
Yeah. So he's just become a celebrity.
Yeah, he's a celebrity.
In of himself. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely he is.
Yeah. But that happens with a lot of people. And the way that happens with, football players and
We're not talking about sport. You
No,
bitched
I'm
and whined about that last enough. I've had enough of listening to you bitch and whine about sport.
But yeah, I mean, anything like that, you know what I mean? Like, where you become, I haven't finished this one yet.
Speed up.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
There is one that does aggravate my fucking. Oh, it
But why
aggravates
do you
me a
watch
whole lot.
something if it aggravates you? It's like
You can't hide from this thing. You can't. You can't hide from Jamie Oliver. He's like God.
Jamie Oliver. That's what I was thinking.
He's
Of.
everywhere.
He's Australian, isn't he?
No, he's British.
Is he British?
Jamie Oliver.
No. I'm sure. Who's the guy that does the Woolies ads? He's Australian. I don't know his name. You probably already said it.
Curtis Stone does the Coles ads.
Coles. Who does? I'm sure he does Woolies.
I think Jamie Oliver does Woolies.
he does Woolies.
Yeah.
Okay.
The 5-minute meal I'll get your family Booker Tucker. Fuck off. Well, no, he annoys me. He's so self-righteous, and when he did I'm gonna fix all school meals in England. And he did that where he went in, he took over, and I'm like, fuck off. His restaurants all fell over 2 months ago. His entire thing went bust. Bang.
Yeah, well,
gone.
Yeah, okay.
He's still doing Woolies ads, though. Probably for the money.
Yeah.
But you see, that's the thing. And I'm not going to lie here. If somebody said to me, we want you to endorse our product, I would go, well, the part of you, the artistic part of you goes, I can't.
What artistic part?
You make meals up. You make meals
True.
up. You make dishes up. You make menus up. You create on a plate. If somebody said, we want you to endorse our product, and I'd go, well, what is it, product? And I'd go, Vegemite. And I'd go, I fucking hate Vegemite.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't stand it. If they went, here's 100,000, I'd be like, here, buy Vegemite,
It's like licking a cat's ass, but you'll love it.
Yeah, but it's where's that? Everybody's for sale, whether you believe in it or
absolutely.
not. And so that's why you can't believe when there's like Curtis Stone is out in a boat going, "Is your salmon not organically? What is it? Something caught? Is it so we don't rape the ocean? We already have tough shit."
It's
Curtis.
ethically caught, is that
Yes.
what you mean? Yeah.
I can't think of the word. And I'm going, what the fuck is this bollocks? He's getting paid $1 squillion to stand on a boat with a fucking dead fish and go, Is your fish right? Are you feeling? Can you sleep at night about how your fish was caught? Fuck off. That's just sheer money.
Oh, of course.
And
No, message.
wow, I don't like. There is some of them that are good. And what you can you watch already? I've only started.
What?
Are you checking?
No. I got a message.
All right.
I guess my watch.
So, all right. Which celebrity chefs do you know besides Gordon Ramsay?
I don't really know any of them.
You wouldn't know any of their names.
And Gordon Ramsay, sorry. Jamie Oliver. That'd be the limit of who I know.
Well, the most famous one in Australia is not a chef.
But you would like to be this. You would. I think there's a part of you that definitely. This what? By the way, should I mention this? 2NUR FM.
No, you go for your life.
So Gavin appears on 2NUR FM, Newcastle University Radio on
103.7 Wednesdays.
Wednesday. Time
11:30.
11:30, and he can't swear.
No, I can't.
Actually, you're very well behaved in this podcast. I've found. I swear more than you.
You do.
So yeah, tune in tomorrow at 11:30.
No, it's not this
Yeah,
week. It's next week.
but why do you do that?
Why
Why
do I do
do
that?
you do that show? That's how I met you.
Yeah, that
Like
was
all
100
those
years ago.
Yeah,
It was 100 years ago. I did Rabbit that day.
yeah, rabbit. It was good too. Actually, that's why I still eat flesh.
Right.
Flesh.
But the celebrity chef thing, I don't know if it's going to end anytime soon.
But no way. You want to be this a bit?
No, I did want to.
You did.
I did.
You read a book, didn't you?
I have written a book.
Yeah.
I've never published it or showed it to anybody, but yeah, I've written a book.
Yeah.
It'll be my book. It's for me. But I don't. Every chef that wants it. There's not a single head chef that wouldn't have at some stage wanted it.
But this is an interesting. Yeah. I'm going to go on a broad.
But I'll ask you the question: wouldn't you want to be out of phase to be as big as Kiss? Or as big as Guns N' Roses, or as big as AC/DC.
I think probably when I was younger, yeah.
Well, that's what I just said.
When I was younger, I'd probably say yeah. Now I think what I would like to do, if I could do anything, it would be to write a song, and someone took it and made it into a hit, like someone else had performed it.
Right.
I think if you were a songwriter and you got the rights to the songs and the and the royalties for a hit song, I think that would be good.
Like the guy who wrote all the Meatloaf songs.
That was Jim Steinman.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
you'd like to just sit at home and write songs and not actually have to perform?
Well, lots of people do it. The Bee Gees were.
I'm not saying lots of people. We're talking about you now.
Yeah. Well, no, I think at my tender age.
Willie Nelson's still doing gigs.
Yeah, but I'm saying that there's no way someone might. Actually, strange enough, the drummer that I work with, Stuart, because we're having a conversation at a gig one night, and I said. Is it easy? Because he used to played a lot of in a few country bands, and country music in Australia's got a good following, and it doesn't seem to take much for you to break into the scene.
So you're just looking at it as commercial, not as an artist.
I'm not saying no. What I was asking him was, is it from your experience? Is it easy to break into the country music? And he said, yes. He said, but it's a type of music that you can be any age and make it in.
Yeah.
So that's different to
So that's
rock
your retirement plan, is it?
No, not at all. But I was just saying I think it would be great to write a song that's then taken by a major artist and then they make it a hit and then you get the royalties for it.
All right, here you go. If you wrote a brilliant rock song,
pop song,
whatever, who would you have record it? Who would be, you go, I can't believe they picked my song. Who would that band be?
Ed Sheeran.
Oh, fuck off, it would.
I don't know, because I'm really not into popular music. So
No, even pick a rock band.
What rock band?
Muse.
There are no.
Muse.
Muse?
You don't even know who they are, do you?
Muse? No, I don't think I've listened to Muse.
They're brilliant.
I haven't listened to them. I don't really know, but I think I couldn't tell you who, but I think that would be a good money spinner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like being a celebrity chef.
Yeah.
Do they want to be famous?
But then if I just write a song, there's a song, take it, and off you go.
Yeah, you do the tour. You do the tour. You sing it every night and just send me the check.
You take the drugs. You be the child, the child star. You go mental. There's so many people like that in the music industry. Oh, not even the music industry, but also the. I was thinking about this the other day. The movie industry as well. Child stars.
Yeah.
they're fucked up. Well, they reach adulthood and they're just a mess, aren't they?
Well,
I know we're going to truck again, but
No, but the same thing happens with chefs. If
that?
they make it big, young, there's one local guy who has really got his head screwed on at Muse, Troy Rose Brown, brilliant chef, does a little bit of media, and he's a great guy, head screwed on. Yeah, really appreciate it. But you see some of these younger guys who make it big early, and then it's just sex and drugs and rock and roll, man.
and it's cooking,
Yeah,
chefing.
yeah. But to think they're rock stars and they're not.
But that can go for a lot of things. That can go for, even we've covered sport. That's the same thing with sport. A lot of sports people become rock stars. They start acting like rock stars. You know, rock stars are supposed to like rock stars. They're supposed to fuck all the girls and take all the drugs and
They
drink all the
don't
alcohol.
anymore.
I know it's not like rock. Hey, rock's nearly dead as far as I'm concerned.
Wait, is it Bon Jovi rock?
Yeah.
When they came out here,
When?
when they came out here the last time,
Okay.
they Richie Sambora, is he the guitarist?
He's not with him anymore.
Yeah, he got sent home for taking drugs.
You sure it was Richie Zambora?
Yeah. He had a falling out with...
Yeah, he did, yeah, and he got another guitarist in.
Yeah, and it was because of drugs.
Really?
Yeah, that's why he got
fact check.
sent off the last Australian tour. I know you're going to fact check it. But that's what my
Because
inside
he got a young
information...
guy playing guitar with him now. But see, the thing with Bon Jovi is Bon Jovi's always been his band. Like,
Yeah, well, it's his name.
yeah, no, but I was a fan of those a lot when I was young, and those guys. And anyway, I didn't realise until later on he got the record deal, and then he just employs everybody else. I thought it was like a band that came together.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I didn't know that until later.
So he's a rich motherfucker. Who opened a restaurant?
He did too.
He'd opened a restaurant.
This is the pay what you want restaurant.
Yeah,
isn't it?
and it went bust. Wow!
What a shock.
Well, what happens is like...
So Gene Simmons had the right idea.
He just buys the rights to
Was
everything.
Brews and Grills and Brews or something it's called? Him and Paul Stanley opened a chain.
But there's also, what's his name?
And ironically enough, Gene Simmons doesn't drink at all.
Who doesn't? Gene Simmons.
No, he's teetotal, always has been.
The other guy that opened the restaurant is Alice Cooper.
Alice did he?
Yeah, and he's a
It'll be
teetotaler
bit-
as well. Is he a
I can't do that
godmother?
right. You're Catholic, you do it.
I'll get struck
Lapsed.
down.
Lapsed Catholic. Yeah, Alice is born
But
again.
everybody...
Alice has been born again since 1977.
But do you think even the Hard Rock Cafes was opened by Schwarzenegger, Stallone? Everybody thinks this is, I'll just open a restaurant. Fucking easy. Celebrity chef, open a restaurant. Where are they now? Hard Rock's gone.
Is it?
Yeah, well,
Virtually.
that's nowhere near what it was, and it was the big thing. I got taken over by Hooters. I did not. But I don't know if there is a Hooters. I think there's a Hooters in the Gold Coast, but I'm not sure if that's the only one in Australia.
Sydney, maybe.
I don't know.
There's
I'm
a
not
Hard Rock
sure.
in Sydney. It was in
Yeah.
King's Cross, I think.
Yeah, but it's not what it was. You know what I mean? It was, and then they had Planet Hollywood. Remember Planet Hollywood?
Yeah.
So all these people go, let's open a restaurant. It's you know, if you wanted to lose a shitload of money, open a restaurant. Just pour it in.
Which you just have.
Yeah, which I just
Again.
have again.
Okay, here's a question. A bit off topic, but
That's all right.
if
It's called How the Hell Did We Get Here? So
exactly.
why not?
So if you weren't a chef, what would you have been otherwise? If you could choose.
Oh, rock star.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. I'd love to be that talented.
Yeah.
I love that whole scene, and yeah, I think I'd make a great frontman. Freddie Mercury, eat your fucking heart out. But I would have loved to have done that. If I hadn't become a chef, I don't know what I would have done. I dabbled in photography and probably a frustrated artist, but
Fashion.
I don't know.
Didn't you do fashion?
I did. Thanks for bringing that up. But
So
yeah,
what?
there's lots of, I don't know. Everything I've always done is artistic.
Yeah.
I've never tried the 9 to 5. I remember once I had a girlfriend back in Ireland, and she kept banging on that I needed to like get a proper job, and her mum kept banging on that I needed to get.
And
like,
you were a chef.
Yeah. And I remember sitting at a place called Slide Effects, which was a computer-generated slide. They used to produce slides for ads.
Okay.
I remember sitting there waiting for the interview in this 9 to 5 Monday to Friday job. And the guy came out and said, "Oh, you're next." I said, "No, it's all right. This person can go." And then just going, right, well, that's it. I'm not supposed to fucking do this. And I just got up and left and never reapplied for another 9 to 5 job. I wouldn't mind doing, this. I love doing this as well.
Yeah.
And I like doing the radio. I think I'm just a frustrated performer, really.
Yeah.
You've seen me.
You perform everywhere you fucking go.
I know. But it's like,
Or I kind of like, I'm the opposite. I perform when I'm on stage, but when I'm off stage, I tend to not perform.
Well, maybe it's because I'm at work. I'm not on performances. As soon as I'm finished, I'm like, hello, let's go.
Yeah, but I've seen you ponce around the restaurant and then when you're at the old George.
Yeah, but you got to remember there's a lot of that's part of my job.
Yeah.
You know,
Flirting with the clientele.
Yeah, boys, girls, dogs, it didn't matter. You know, you give them what I want, they come back.
Budgies.
Budgies? No, I don't like birds.
Oh, that's a topic to bring up.
Yeah, let's not go there.
Yeah.
What would you do if you weren't a rock god? Sorry, demigod.
Well, I write as well. Books.
Yeah, but that's only recently.
Yeah. But I enjoy writing.
What, the two that are sitting over there, which
Yeah.
are called Haunted Hunter,
And Ghost Guide.
Ghost Guide, available at any good bookstore. Is
Oh,
there any bookstores anymore? Are they all closed?
Yeah, there is.
Is there?
There's a few. Yeah, there's one at Green Hills here.
Do they carry your books?
No.
You should do.
I don't have a deal. I'm self-published.
Do you know what you should just do? You should give me a shitload of them, and I'll just go and put them on the shelves.
You can get them from a couple of shops around here, but yeah.
So what would you do?
Oh, what would I do? Well, that's it. I'd probably write. I'd like to write. But again, I'm like you. I think anything that's not artistic, I think I'd have probably a problem with.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. I really didn't fit into the 9 to 5, 8 hour day bullshit. So, because I'm qualified horticulturist as well, and I worked in nurseries for a few years, only a few years.
And you said that's a horticulturist.
Oh, there was quite there was
in my
quite
head.
a few.
In my head, that goes. They grow their own dope. That's what goes on in my head.
Probably some do. But no, when I was going to TAFE, when I was doing the course, there was quite a number of musos in my class. Friends I'm still friends
you're still friends with?
Still friends with now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Obviously, they don't know you very well.
So yeah, actually, having said that, probably only one. But yeah, no, quite a number of musos when I did horticulture. Yeah.
So if you could be a rock god, who would it be?
Who would it be?
Yeah.
What, existing?
Dead, existing. It could be Jesus. If you could pick any celebrity rock star, because rock's
I
your
don't
thing,
look at it
isn't
that way. See,
Isn't rock your thing? That's your.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But I don't look at it that way. I wish I was a talented guitarist to Slash.
Okay.
For example, I don't necessarily want to be him.
No.
But I like to be as talented as him. I like to be able to play the way he does. I like to be able to sing like certain musicians. Favorite singers? See, my music tastes so well. In terms of technical singers, Miles Kennedy, who actually plays in Slash's band, and
Don't know. Move on. Not celebrity.
Alter Bridge, and the singer from Darkness, Justin Hawkins. He's awesome.
I can see you in that outfit.
Yeah. But he's just got a great style. He's got a great range. Rob Halford from Judas Priest.
Okay, Judas Priest.
Yeah,
I don't know the names. I'm just it's like I don't know. You don't know.
I mean, I
chefs,
really admire John Farnham, but I don't listen to John Farnham. You know, I think he's a very, very talented singer, but I don't aspire to be.
He's had more comebacks than Jesus.
He has, and even more than Kiss. So see, I don't know.
They're doing their final tour this year.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're playing at the V8s in
the Supercars.
Newcastle.
Yeah, playing the Supercars. Wayne's going to be all over it.
Are you going to go?
No, we're going. Haven't even got tickets.
You should go.
I've seen Kiss at their best, and I don't think I'll ever see them at their best.
You should go in full Gene Simmons outfit and a guitar.
No.
Bass guitar.
No.
No. If I think I had to be a celebrity chef, I think I would go back and be Keith Floyd.
I think, in answer to your question, I would like to be as talented as that person. I like to be able to sing like that, play guitar like that, be as talented as that.
Yeah, who would it be?
Or just those types of people.
Just pick one.
I did.
No, you didn't. You picked 4.
Gary Moore.
Oh, beautiful.
Yes.
Good answer.
Gary Moore.
Perfect.
If I could play guitar like him, you know what I mean? Fuck, he could make the guitar cry or fucking rip it up. He could do both. No, he had a style of playing that I don't think anybody's got.
It's like when Anthony Bourdain brought out Kitchen Confidential, which was a expose of the industry. And I read it, and I read it, and I read it, and I read it, and I went, oh my God, barring the intravenous drugs, barring the drugs, just the injected ones, probably everything
Injectables.
else. Injectables. It was my life story. It really was. And
This is where I reckon it comes down to types. There's a personality type that's attracted to what you do.
it's
It's like nurses and
oh yeah, they're
there's
nurses.
a certain
yeah,
type.
absolutely.
Doctors and musos probably and
I wouldn't put
policemen.
doctors. Doctors are kind of outside our loop, I think.
no, I'm just saying there's a type of personality that's attracted to that type of thing.
Really?
Yeah, to become that. I mean, you got to be smart like that too.
Well, the other thing about being in the kitchen is lots of loners end up in kitchens because you work as a team. You have to work as a team, and it's a brigade, and you go through so much shit together through a service that there is a bond.
Yeah.
And
I feel like playing a band. It's
yeah,
pretty similar.
there's a bond, and I remember there was a girl about met. Yeah, she's now the sous chef of a local hotel, and she was crying as we were serving. We had 180 sat or something all in the space of half an hour, and it was madness. And she's crying, and I've gone, not now. I said, this will end, and when it ends, you can go in a corner and cry. But just for the moment, just stay with me, you know? And she was like, okay. I'm like, right, come on. And we just move and move and move and move and move.
The show must go on. It's like playing music.
But you've got, like, a head chef is the, what's it
Conductor.
called? Yeah. But you've got to be able to get in and dig in. You've got to do the hard yards. You've got to be able to, like, get your hands dirty. You've got to know how to do everybody's section better than they do.
Yeah.
You've got to be able to do it all better than they do.
Yeah.
And then not do any of them. That's the that's the part of it, because you stand at the pass and you put the plates together and you send them out. Because at the end of the day, even in the celebrity chef restaurants, like Gordon Ramsay had, like, I don't know how many restaurants it is. Do you think he's in all of them? Do you think he's in any of them? Like, you go to it because of the food and because of the name, but you're not going to see him.
Yeah.
But if you come to a chef's restaurant and it's their only restaurant and it's their passion and it's their goal, you'll see them every time, because they'll be there every time. And because they don't have lives outside of what goes on in the industry.
Yeah, yeah. I think what's happening with your industry is probably happening with a lot, and it probably also music to a degree as well. But I think a lot of industries are being just decimated by chains.
By chains.
Chain restaurants, chain stores, chain. But this, chain that. You know, it's about, because it's like Bunnings.
Yeah.
Bunnings fuck up every little, has
Hardware
fucked up
store.
every hardware store that ever exists. I think the only one around here I can think of is the one that's still at Thornton.
Okay.
And that's it.
I tend to avoid hardware stores as much as I possibly can,
But if I'm
especially
saying,
Bunnings.
But see, yeah, I mean, and they've just decimated the.
But I think they set out to do that.
Yeah, but it's all about the collective, and I think it's the same thing with restaurants.
But if you go to independent restaurants, right, in an area, like say where I am, I know the chef from across the road, I know the chef down the road, I know the owner over there, I know these people, and it's a collective thing. But once the chains move in, they don't give a fuck.
No, I don't give a fuck. No.
It's like all the ones up at Green Hills.
I was about to bring that up. Yeah.
So initially, they really hurt the locals here. It really did.
Well, apparently Hog's Breath even closed.
Yeah, gone. It's done and dusted, and that's been a staple there.
Yeah, for a long time.
Yeah, that's been there for years.
I'm surprised I didn't even try to get
across the road.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know, but the death of the chain will happen. I think it'll happen. There's a new one up there, a new German one, I think. Brew House or something. I can't remember what it's called. But you've got TGAI.
Das Hundhaus.
Das Hundhaus.
Das Hundhaus. Is it the dog house? I
have no idea.
Das Hundhaus.
It's the Dachshund. I don't know.
Dachshund.
You got the TG Fridays.
Oh, they're fucking shit.
Yeah.
How when we went there, wasn't they going? Is anyone going to come and serve us anytime soon? Within the next
but they started with this
hour?
huge bang, and there was like 15 staff, and you go up there now, and there's like 2.
Yeah.
And they went, right, we're going to be fabulous. We're going to be this. We're going to be that. And like I've opened places thinking that. I've opened places with my head disappearing up my own arse. I did it 2000 when I opened the Mortar and Pestle on Derby Street. I cooked what I wanted, not what the public wanted, because I was going to educate them and teach them because I knew better.
Did you?
To a degree, yes. And then a messy divorce, because that's what happens when you open restaurants, because it takes over your life.
Yeah.
So the chain thing, I think, will die, because like we
You
both.
think so?
Yeah, I think it will. I don't think
It's
it'll
like
be.
I was reading a story the other day about the good old Aussie corner shop is disappearing, and for the same reasons, you know.
No, that's disappearing for a different reason.
Why?
because you're purposely building these housing estates with no soul. So there's no corner store. There's no local pub.
And they go, what's it like over here? You know, they go, okay, new estate. What do we need? We need a pub. We need a small Woolies or Coles and a little centre, shopping centre as well. What else do we need? So we need some parks and blah, blah, blah. So that's all town planning shit.
Yeah. Which takes away your corner store.
Yeah.
Takes away your milk bar. Takes away your local pub, like that's been there 100 years. And it's all purposely built.
Well, pubs, so there's a good example. Different challenge again, but when I first started playing music, every pub around here had a band in it.
Yeah.
Like a band, not with a real drummer or with a real bass player, like a 4 or 5 piece band.
Yeah.
And there's probably 2 or 3 around here that actually have a full band anymore.
Well, you don't see it much.
It's all about food.
Yeah.
It's all about food now. It's all about bistro.
It's a catch-22 though, because
You think so?
the big pubs, like...
So, I won't mention the name, but the place you were at previous, would you say that the bistro helped keep the doors open of that pub?
What the idea of that bistro was to bring people in.
So
Didn't make the money.
Sorry?
Didn't make the money in the restaurant. Well, the restaurant made money, but that's not where they... To be honest, it's a funnel to the poker machine room. That's what it is.
Okay, that's what you think it is.
Yeah, so I know that's what it is, because the poker machines in all these big venues now, the poker machines pay for everything.
Yeah.
Why do you think pubs can keep the prices so low on their food? They're not making the correct percentage, but they're taking all your overheads are paid by
Gambling,
yeah. It's true.
So even alcohol.
Yeah, like there's days
It's
where
alcohol stuff. But pokies are taxed heavily as well, aren't they?
yeah, but they make an absolute casquillion.
Yeah.
Like I could give you a figure that I know came out of it in a day. 60,000 in a day. 60 grand.
Yeah.
Do you know how many meals? Like I couldn't possibly.
Well, and that wasn't exactly a big pokey room, was it? Either, was it?
No.
Not like your big clubs like.
No, yeah. You think about it. Well, the average. If you have the average poker machine in the average pub in the average Australian town or centre.
This is a very serious podcast, isn't there? Not a lot of funnies in here today.
But what do you want me to do? But it's true. The state of our industry is fucked.
Yours?
Yeah,
You think
it's
so?
absolutely fucked. Yeah, and Celebrity Chef is actually making it worse because people watch Master Chef, right?
But see, I don't know the ends of it. It's probably like a lot of people look at bands and musicians and not just local yobs like me, but I'm talking recording level people, and I think there's a warped perception. It's even like when we had our business. And people come in and think you were making $1 squillion because your shop was full of stock. They didn't realise that you owed money on that, and you'd made $50 that day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I've probably got a warped view of how your industry works to a point as well.
But people come in now, they've watched MasterChef, they've heard of truffles, they've seen it on thing, and they come in and go, why don't you have truffles on your menu? Like, truffles are $2,500 a kilo.
Yeah.
For the real thing, $2,500 a kilo. What restaurant has got the outlay?
And that's an industry to get into.
What, truffles? Yeah, but see, that's
Growing
fucked.
truffles.
Do you know how hard that is?
Is it difficult?
Oh, yeah, because they only grow under oak trees. And sometimes they grow and sometimes they don't. And sometimes it takes 7 years and sometimes it just never happens. And you can't plan it. They happen in areas and that's it.
Yeah.
Manjimup in Western Australia is the big area in Australia.
And you've got to get the pig.
These dogs now mostly.
Dogs,
yeah.
Okay.
Truffle dogs.
Truffle dogs.
But,
What breed is he? Oh, he's a truffle dog.
yeah. They are truffle dogs. I'm not sure if it's a breed.
Oh, he's lovely. What is he?
A truffle dog. I want a trufflery. But people get this...
A truffle poodle.
Truffle. I've lost you. People get this warped idea because they've seen it on MasterChef.
Yeah.
That every restaurant can afford to do it. If I could afford to do it, but the prices I would have to charge, nobody'd come.
Yeah. And that's the thing too.
I can do that stuff. But nobody in this area is paying the money.
Well, it's like when you go to the club and the fucking all you can eat rubbish, and it's
the trough.
The trough, yeah, exactly, the trough. And I hate the trough. I hate going there because the food is, it tastes awful. It's soulless. It's just so.
And it's packed.
It's packed, and it's packed. And they love it. And they get in there.
It's packed.
Yeah. That's bad.
It's if I was going to say anything, I'd say get out and support your local restaurant, your local guy who's just around the corner, or whether it be Italian. If it's good, if it's crap, don't go. Vote with your feet, and people do vote with their feet.
Yeah, but see, yeah, I agree. But I think people vote with their wallet.
Yeah, same thing.
Yeah,
they don't go. And
but
another thing that's been really bad for our
isn't the KFC up here like the biggest KFC in the country?
It
makes the most money.
It turns $1 million a week.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah. You
in
drive
the
past
Maitland area.
I've only ever been to KFC once in my entire life, and you drive past that, and there's a constant queue. But the other thing that's killing,
you can go there, you can go to Macca's, you can go to all those new chains up there as well, or they can go to your restaurant, or they go to one of the pubs as well.
The other thing that's killing us is social media.
Yeah, I think so.
Social media is such a double-edged sword, especially TripAdvisor. So any celebrity chef that thinks they're a chef, or thinks they know food, or thinks they're a blogger or a podcaster or whatever they think they are,
influencers they call them,
can go on there,
social media influencers,
and say whatever the fuck they like.
What a horrifying combination of words.
Whatever they like.
I know, and
they don't even have to have been there.
I know. I've had reviews for some of my tours, and inadvertently, and strangely enough, they never seem to put it on your page. They always seem to put it on a page somewhere else where you can't respond to them, because if you put it on yours, you can respond to them. Well, on Facebook, you can respond to them and say, "Well, I'm very, very sorry you didn't like the tour." Blah 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 blah. But yada yada yada. You can respond.
I've had reviews on TripAdvisor from people I've sacked, knowing damn well they weren't in the restaurant.
Yeah.
And I can't go online going, I sacked this person, because then you look like the tool as well.
Yeah.
So that's really hard edged for small business.
You get these influencers happening somewhere in the UK. Did you hear about this one? And they've turned up and they wanted to stay at this hotel, say, and they basically walked in and said, "Well, we've got X amount of followers on Instagram or whatever,
they want it for free,
and we want it for free."
Yeah.
And the people that said, "You can go and get fucked."
Yeah.
And they were appalled they were treated the way they were, because they could have brought them so much business.
Yeah. I get that. I get somebody about every 2 or 3 weeks telling me exactly what they can do for my business. All I have to do is give them X, Y, and Z. And I'm just going, no. Like, I've fallen for those tricks in the past, and I've been an idiot in the past when it comes to small business. And it's fucking hard, man. And unless you're prepared to do the hard work, don't do it. And then you see, let's go on MasterChef. 12 weeks, 13 weeks. You're a household name. You've got 3 books, and you're starting your business, whatever you want, with $250,000. And you've never worked in a kitchen in your life. Ever.
Yeah. It's just... It makes no sense.
Yeah.
It makes no sense at all.
But the other... What's the other one? My Kitchen Rules, where they just bitch about each other. And that's, there's 3. There's Manu on that one. Pete Evans... And I can't remember the other guy's name. And he's Irish, and he's from Dublin. He's gonna fucking kill me. Can't remember his name. Shit. I can see him in my head. Colin. Hey, Colin. But yeah, he had restaurants in Sydney. He still works in his restaurant. I went down and worked a day with him, and it was incredible. It was phenomenal. But he's a celebrity chef, and as soon as that last meal goes, like, everybody in the restaurant wants a photograph with him. And so they should. Like, the guy works hard, but the thing with him is the show came after. He made it big. He did the hard yards, and
so
then he became part. Yeah, he did,
and
he still does. He still turns up at the restaurant. His wife runs the place.
Yeah.
So, like, I can't remember. It's killing me now. It's going to drive me mad.
But no,
those celebrity chefs, I don't mind. I don't mind those all.
One of the things that I've found in the limited exposure that I've had with media and stuff like that, what's that?
I can't remember his name. It's driving me mad.
Is that okay? This is a bit of a messed up example, but I'll give you a messed up example I'm talking about. It's like when people talk about the most haunted something.
Yeah.
So the most haunted place, the most haunted town, the most haunted jail. I find this an interesting phenomenon about the human,
Fasnage, Colin Fasnage.
Oh, there you go, you got it. About the human, the way that it's like it's probably this is where all fame comes from in the beginning. It's like once a place gets a reputation of being a something, then it's always that something. You know what I mean? Like I can give you an example here in terms of if we're talking about paranormal stuff. Maitland Jail. So Maitland Jail is haunted. Everyone knows it's haunted. Although I think it is haunted, but it's not as haunted as what people think it is. You know what I mean? I don't think it's more haunted than other places that I've been to. It's just, but those other places I've been to just doesn't have the
Doesn't have the celebrity. It doesn't have the celebrity.
It doesn't have the celebrity. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
And who was in Maitland Jail?
Ivan
Milat.
Yeah.
And he's about to kick off into the next world.
Yeah.
What terrible, shocking. I feel so bad.
What?
That he's going to die.
Oh. Did you kill any Irish people?
Sorry?
Did you kill any Irish people?
I don't know. He killed plenty of people.
Germans.
He can go and rot in hell. That's if you believe in hell.
So yeah, and I also find that the media and stuff as well, that as soon as something becomes sort of like popular or well known, then everyone jumps on it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Same with restaurants. It's exactly the same with restaurants.
And it doesn't. And the food may be better 2 doors down at the little restaurant that nobody knows.
Yeah, but
you know what I mean?
Somebody, George Colin Barris, is not running that restaurant. He's running this one.
Yeah.
So the celebrity breeds success.
Yeah, it's. I just think it's a bit nuts.
But you see, he should be kicked off that show. He should be kicked off that show because of what he did with the 7.8 million. He should be kicked off the show. That's stealing. I don't give a shit. But the other guy, Gary Mean, is quite a good chef. And Matt the Cravat. He wears the cravat the whole time. You don't know this?
No.
Matt Preston is his name.
No, I don't know anything about it.
And he's not actually a chef. He's a writer.
Yeah.
And a foodie. See, there's a new term.
A foodie.
Where was the foodie term 10 years ago?
Is that an Australian thing?
No, that's worldwide.
Foodie?
Yeah, I think
isn't
so.
Isn't an Australian thing the E?
Yeah, it is. It's really fucking
Australian,
annoying.
You don't like E?
Nah.
Bikey?
Bikey. Pikey.
Trucky?
Scummy.
Lecky?
Lecky.
Anything? Oh, yeah, think about it. Yeah.
So, as I said, Anthony Bourdain was brilliant. Keith Floyd was brilliant. Gordon Ramsay at the start, it was funny. He did a thing at Versailles. This is really, really early on. I can't remember the restaurant he was representing. And it was his first go at 3 Michelin stars, and they gave him these apples to promote. And he cooked and sent them all out, and everybody went, "Oh my god, that apple pie was amazing!" Blah 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 blah. And on camera, he goes, "I thought they were shit. That's why I switched them." So, but that's honesty, you know.
Yeah.
And I will respect honesty.
But he wouldn't be famous though if he didn't swear and rant and carry on and get all hot and all bothered.
I don't know because
Do you think it's fake?
Yeah, I think it is now.
Yeah.
I've seen kitchens where I've seen guys that were much worse than him.
Yeah.
I know I've behaved badly in the past. I have. I've done some horrible things to some staff members. I really have. I burnt the back of one guy's neck with the heat lamp when I tried to pull him through the pass. You know?
Why?
I can't remember. He told me I had to serve the DJ in the middle of a wedding. And I was serving all these meals. He went, "The DJ wants his meal now." I went, "The fucking DJ can fucking wait." And he's gone, "No, he said this is the break he has." And I went, "Come here." And he stuck his head too close to the pass, and I tried to pull it through by the tie, and then I pulled it up so I could burn his neck on the fucking heat lamps. Jesus. And we've all done, sorry Stuart, we've all done silly things.
Compo.
No, he won't even remember who I am. But I've thrown pans at people, I've burnt people,
You're horrible.
I have been, yeah, but it happens. And it's usually when you're so full of ego and so full of fucking self-bravado and shit.
I've heard that about you.
Yeah. I was completely...
You don't think you're egotistical now?
Not as bad. Nowhere near as bad.
Yeah.
My ego used to arrive separate to work. Half an hour late going, "What the fuck are you boys doing?" You know what I mean? I so was that person. Yeah. But I
you don't think you are now?
No, I don't. It's funny how...
But it is weird. I mean, I think there's ego and there's self-respect, I think, too. I mean, you wouldn't go out and get paid for anything less than you feel you're worth.
No.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter what you do.
But when you work for yourself, like I scrub the floors, I wash the dishes.
Yeah.
If the meal's prepped, I'm the only one who's prepped any meal in that kitchen because it's just me for 4 months now. Like I've done every single dish ever, and I've cleaned every plate, and I've scrubbed the stove, and I've scrubbed the floor, and I've scrubbed the cool room. Like if that doesn't keep your ego in check, I don't know what will. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
yeah. All right, we're sort of approaching the hour there now, so we're past the hour. So, unless there's anything else you wanted to add?
There's so much more I should... I
we got time.
I'll tell you one story.
All right.
I was doing I do live shows occasionally when I'm asked.
Okay, before you go there, so your background into chefing, if that's the right word, being a chef, is different to most Australian chefs.
Yes,
Would that be correct? You're university educated, where I don't know if it's always been TAFE in Australia, has it?
I don't know.
So do you find that being any different?
In Europe, chefs, when I was growing up, was considered white collar, not blue collar.
Okay.
It wasn't a trade, so to say.
Yeah.
But now it is.
Yeah. What, everywhere or just here?
Yeah, pretty much everywhere.
Yeah. Okay.
So, what was the question?
Oh, well, do you find that because you did university, do you learn more that way?
Yeah. I'd covered more subjects.
See, TAFE to me seems like, and I've been to TAFE when I did horticulture and stuff, and it's very trade college. Well, it's a trade college. So,
I had to do physiology, microbiology, culinary French. We had to do all these. We had to do business studies. We had to do all this other stuff, not just peel, slice, dice. One was julienne, bouquet garni. All these terms and all these things that people literally toss around. It's just, I don't know. It's different, but it doesn't mean they're any less. I know some great chefs that didn't even finish school. Can't even add up, but they can cook.
Yeah, well, I think it's because it's probably a more intuitive field than anything.
Well, if you can't taste, if you can't tell what's good and what's bad, you're fucked. No matter what education you have.
Oh, sorry. You were going to say something before we sign off? Yeah.
The first live show I ever did in Newcastle was a place that's now gone, Newcastle Kitchen and Cutlery. I was standing there with a chef called Richard Quigley, who's now a TAFE teacher. And there was 12 chairs with little notepads. And 12 people sat down in front of me. Big mirrors over, what you doing? And I was like, wow. And he said to me before, he goes, just remember that every chef does things differently. He goes, there's no right and there's no wrong. There's 12 different ways to do everything.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'm working away and I'm doing it and I'm talking away, and in my head the mantra is don't swear, don't swear, don't swear, don't swear, don't swear, don't swear. And I got all the way through it, and I just served up the brulee, and this woman went, that's not the way Jamie Oliver does it. And I went, well, the difference between me and Jamie Oliver is my tongue fits in my mouth and I'm not pucker. And she laughed. And then at the end of the show, I said, thank you very much. That was my first live show. My whole mantra was don't swear, and I fucking made it.
Very good. All right, unless you got anything else to talk about, we might sign off.
You do your bit and then I'll do my bit.
All right, so thank you if you tuned in again. If you made it to the end of this hour and 7 minutes, we made it to this afternoon. We thank you very much, and subscribe, like, comment, and hit the notification belly thingy down the bottom there, and we will talk to you next week.
Absolutely. Now, in relation to celebrity chefs, some of them should be, some of them shouldn't be. I never will be. Thanks for listening.
All right, thank
Bye.
you. Bye.